Just to clear it up, my sister was getting married. She said she was going to get married here. And
6 months after my dad died, by the way.
I think I did say that I would, hey, I'll give you a reception. And I'll invite some of my friends. So the last conversation we had, that whenever that was, she was saying she was going to come around her birthday in November. So October came and we were feeling like, oh my God, this is our first year without Sherman. We didn't know how we were feeling. We were like, well, maybe we should go be with family for Thanksgiving. Go to Detroit.
So not 6 months, a little over 6 months then.
Yeah, because it was around the whole year. So I called my sister and I said, hey, are you still going to get married here? Nothing's wedged in stone. I haven't made any plans, but we're, feeling some kind of way about Sherman, and we thinking about going to Detroit. And did you buy your ticket? She was like, no, I didn't buy my ticket. I said, well, can you ask your guy? And she was like, oh, he not here. But then I hear him in the background. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm like, well, call me back and let me know. She never called me. Well, meanwhile, I talked to my other sister, and she asked me what was I doing for the holiday. I told her I'm gonna just stay home, I'm gonna cook. So I guess they talked, and she came to the conclusion, she said she was going out of town, and that's how that started. The sister never called me and said anything else to me about what I asked her. She never called. So it was a big thing about I lied to her. That's what was told. But then the following year, she invited the family to her wedding, and that didn't happen either. It was an engagement party. So then people were like, oh, I guess you wasn't lying. Oh, so you was believing that. So that's what happened.
And what's insane to me about the whole entire situation is like, my dad wasn't dead for a year.
I mean,
why are we even having this conversation? Like, even let's say you were actually gonna get married. Like, let's say you were actually gonna get married. Let's say legally you were able to marry him.
You know what?
That's all I'm gonna say. Let's say that legally you were actually able to marry him, and my mother put on the wedding, and let's say the day of the wedding she said, I can't do this. I feel in my heart, not because she's my mother, just in general, as a human being that has a heart, that has a brain, that has a mind, that is capable of having empathy for another human being, I would even allow somebody who just lost a man that they had been with for over 20-something years, not even a year after he's gone, to plan somebody's beginning of their marriage. Who would even do that? Who would even do that? So the fact that this entire situation, so all of that, you don't know what you're talking about, your mama lying to you, all of this stuff, that is what this entire situation is over. And that is why this is a thing that is sponsored by BetterHelp, because mental illness in the Black community is real. And my auntie has a serious mental problem. There is something seriously wrong with my auntie, and I'm not saying that from a negative or a nasty place. There has to be something seriously mentally wrong with you for you to accuse your niece that you have not been around since she was in the 8th grade. The 8th grade.
So you was a slut from
kindergarten to 8th? I guess so. Because that's the only time you've been around me.
I'm trying to figure out.
No, because she's been around me since I was a baby.
When did you have time?
I have no idea, because let me tell y'all something. My father never slept. I would get up in the middle of the night to pee, because we lived in a colonial style house where all of the bedrooms are upstairs. And so my parents' bedroom was right next door to mine. Like, this is my door. This is my mom and my dad's door. And I didn't sleep with my door closed. They ain't play none of that stuff, okay? I would get up to pee. My dad would be like, where you going? Dad, can I pee? Can I pee?
I slept safe and
Daddy, I have to urinate. Father.
I didn't hear nothing.
Father, may I urinate?
If it was just me by myself, you would have got away with a lot, because I would have been knocked out.
Yeah, but not with Sherman Wayne. That was baby. I remember, and then peep this. This is the thing.
prick.
I was a whore, right? I couldn't even have boy phone calls until I was 16 years old, right? Prior to me being 16 years old, we ain't had cell phones then or whatever. I remember the first cell phone. My first cell phone, I didn't even get until 11th grade. No, 10th grade. No, it was 10th grade because I was at Renaissance.
That's because you let,
But it was one of them big old Nokias. I was like, hello, who is you? Hello. But like, I remember like we had house phones. So when I was actually able to talk on the, well, no. Before, remember when caller ID first came out? So my dad was a little older than mom, all right? So she already old. So he was even like older. So hold on, the whole concept of caller ID.
What do you
Dad
call
didn't
him?
really.
I'm a cougar, but what do you call the guy?
A sugar daddy.
And he was the best sugar daddy.
TMI.
They gave the sugar that there was.
Okay.
Just for the record. Okay, don't play with your.
Okay, that's nasty.
Trying to break with the sugar daddy.
Okay. That was wrong.
It's your father. How do you think
I don't know. The stork.
No, it was yes.
Okay. Anyway, you're nasty. Disgusting. ID. My father did not grasp the concept of caller ID, so I will never forget. My friend, I don't even remember who it was. I think it was Bianca. But I can't remember Bianca. I can't remember her last name right now. But anyway, it was her father's name. I can't remember her dad's name. Let's say her dad's name is Brandon. Let's say it's Brandon. So I'm on the phone. My daddy picks up the other phone upstairs like, who the hell you on the phone with? You think you're going to play around in my house? You know you can't have boy phone calls. Brandon, you better call my daughter no goddamn more, boy. You know she ain't no goddamn phone calls, Brandon. I said, Daddy, this is Brianna. No, it ain't. I ain't stupid. I saw the ID caller. Not the caller ID. I saw the ID caller. I saw it. That's the boy's name. I said, Daddy, that's her father. Why her daddy calling you? I said, Daddy, her father is not calling me. Her father pays the phone bill. When I call Brianna, it says Sherman Edwards. Well, hell, don't try to play with me. And then he hung up. That was my life. When could I possibly be a whore? I was with my parents. I guess I was with my parents 24/7. I slept in the bed with my parents most of the time until I got married.
That's another. That right there is some more footage. I mean, not so much as footage, but I think that could be a Mama Tuesday with all the kids.
Okay.
That slept with their kids till it was gone. I pray to God, and I'm so glad. But they got the kids out of the bed finally. School did it. But Bella was been there a long time.
I don't care.
No, because with Cynthia, before you get married, you slept in our bed up and literally.
Before dad passed away, I was telling you, let me tell you something. When you get married again, I'm already letting them know. Listen, sir, okay?
I think with that one, you will be like, can you get out of the room? Or
can
you have your own
Or
room?
no, I'm going to be like, so I know this your room or whatever, homeboy. Mr. Pimpin'.
I just want to say this with the whole thing. Sherman and I used to teach a relationship class at the church we were at. And I would always say words are so powerful. And I will give the example, if I slap the shit out of you right now, you will feel that. And you'll be like, she slapped the shit out of me. Dang, why she slapped the shit out of me? I'm going to slap her back or whatever. You know, you ain't going to be able to get one in. Just know.
Mind you to the point, bro.
So, and the pain subsides and you get over it. And you just remember, she slapped me. I got to duck with this one. But if I say to you, if I cuss you and call you every name in the book, disrespect you, just say terrible, mean, horrible things to you, not only are you going to remember that when you see me, but every time you think about me, you're going to relive everything that was said to you. So I would like, if you don't get anything else out of this Mama Monday, is to be careful with your words. You don't always have to be defend your right to be right. Because that's what we do. People defend their right to be right. Oh, no, you're wrong. You always trying to prove. Most people don't even listen to the person that's talking because you're so ready. You're thinking about your rebuttal.
Your response. Yep.
That's what you're thinking about. You're not even hearing. And one thing we always taught, let that hurt. If I come to you and I say, I got an issue. My daughter went to a person and said, I have an issue.
My auntie.
Whether the auntie got an issue or not, address that issue that person came to you first. Address that. And don't make it about you. Talk about your crap tomorrow, because now that person built up their strength, their courage, whatever it took, because it's not an easy thing to apologize for somebody cussing you to hell
And
out.
then, first of all, I want to know where the hell this apology came from, because y'all read it and I didn't say sorry one time. I didn't apologize
But
for
I'm
nothing.
saying, they felt that it was an apology because you were...
No, I was just being a woman.
Right.
I was just being a woman.
most women
I was just being a woman. I'm just being a woman and saying, hey. And not only am I being a woman, I'm being family, because if family can't sit down and talk, if something happens, if I've done something to offend you, listen, I am a woman and I will never tell a person what I have done, how my actions made me feel. You and my daddy used to tell me all the time, I cannot tell you how I make you feel. Right. So if, like, to me, for example, like I'm a Cancer and you a Scorpio, right? So Cancers are naturally emotional. Like I'm like, most of the time we react off of our emotions first.
Scorpios are so deep. Like, they say
deep. And like, so you know what I mean? Like the things that bother me don't necessarily bother you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if a girl walk past me, even though like people be like, ooh, seeing mad when she responds. Like, I'm just intense. Like, when we talking right now, sometimes Ty be like, babe, like, I'm sitting right here, because I'm a naturally loud and intense person. Like, and that's how I am naturally. And then this auntie that has never liked me, that's how she is. So mean. That's how I was raised.
Aww,
like,
okay? You never spent the night over her house or nothing. So she didn't babysit, so maybe that's why she don't like you. Because we never let you go over there, huh? I know.
I have an idea. And I'm like, so
how about...
For the very first time, my husband is amazing. He's always been amazing. I don't just say my husband's amazing because I'm one of these women that want to be like, oh, my husband is everything, trying to make y'all believe that I'm happy. My husband is amazing. He's an amazing man. He really... You're such a hater.
Ty's cool.
Babe, Mom's being a hater.
No, I gotta get Ty back from the other thing.
So, I going through that phase, like I said, year one being like horrible, like not even know of whether or not every day, like literally year one was a nightmare. I woke up every morning hoping that I was dreaming for a year. And in the midst of that, not one call, not one phone call, not one text message, not one email, not one no. Ain't nobody never get on no plane to come see us. Nothing, never. Which is fine, baby. Look, it's good. You feel me? It's good. So in the midst of that, I'm a mother for the first time, making sure that doesn't interfere with me being a mother, with me being a wife for the first time, growing my business. Everything, getting to where I'm at right now. My hustle, my grind, getting to where I am right now. So like I said, you did that year one that broke me. It did. Like that was one of the things where I was so on edge.
You were already broken and it just added to
so I should say it didn't break me. But it was like anything, like somebody could be like, I don't like your toes, and I'll be like, oh my god, they don't like my toes, Mom. Like that's how I was that first year. So like it hurt me then, but now, listen, I know people say it a lot, but baby, when I tell you my feet are like flint and nothing can hurt me, that is exactly what I mean. Point blank and period. I am officially like a tree planted by the side of the river, and I cannot be moved. So all of that little stupid stuff that you said to me,
she shall not be moved. She shall not be moved. She shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's planted by the waters. Sin shall not be. I said sin shall not be. I said sin shall not be moved. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm like a tree standing by the water, and apparently I shouldn't be moved. And yeah, it doesn't bother me at all, but what did bother me about it was the mental state of like where you have to be in life. Like, you are retarded, bro.
When you was
it has to be laughable. You have to laugh
because you just can't. And this is the thing.
I tried to sleep with my cousin.
We just can't make stuff like the experiences that we have been experiencing, and everybody's got their experiences. I remember somebody told me one day, we all going through something. Everybody going through something.
But this is some stuff.
Baby, listen.
This is some stuff.
You just can't make this up.
This is some stuff from the Chicken Shack, baby.
You know what? The Chicken Shack.
That was some that's some good chicken.
Especially the flats. Like, you know, I like the flats. Girl, and that barbecue sauce. You dip
Mom.
I don't let them dip them. I said, don't dip. I will dip my own. Dip, baby, dip.
Okay.
So the bottom line is,
but I
go get help.
And
Cynthia's gonna put that link. And we talk about this all the time, like, oh, they crazy. They got mental health.
But nobody's gonna help. And to me, it's two sets of people that I want to use this. Obviously, if you are the type of woman that calls your daughters bitches and hoes, if you are the type of woman who is my auntie, if you're my auntie and you watching this, because like I told you, I'm making the video and I'm gonna send it to you, girl. Hey, girl, like, you take advantage of the link too, auntie, because you have some serious mental problems. There has to be something internally wrong with you for you to ever say something like that to me. For you to ever say anything like that to me. And I'm not saying this in a boastful or a bragging way, but if we can accept compliments from other people, we should be able to compliment ourselves without it being called cocky or arrogant. So I'm gonna do that. I am an excellent wife. I am an excellent mother. I am an excellent daughter. I am an excellent businesswoman. I have never like rubbed anybody the wrong way as it pertains to like playing them about their money. I ain't never robbed nobody, stole from nobody. I ain't never did nothing messed up to nobody. If I were,
but remember if I was he was like 10.
If I was a little oh yeah, boom. Yes, let's go ahead and spill some dirt. One time, what had happened was we was in the D
and on 7 Mile and is it Marlowe?
I don't remember.
And we get ready to go. I'm going to the damn Beauty and Barber Supply to get whatever. We going out the door. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. I'm like, well, what the hell? Let me see. I ain't did nothing. And Cynthia's standing up there like this. What? And I looked at her, I said, I know, they China, you go down. She touched her, she got the lip gloss in her purse. I said, nigga, you better get your ass away from my daughter. She ain't got no, I said, you got lip gloss. And she was like, I said, oh shit, where the lip gloss? Mommy, give me the lip gloss. I didn't tell on her though.
And then, and the thing is, it's like even when I was talking to my cousin on the phone,
it was the cherry or the straw. I think it was the.
It was cherry.
She was in. So after that, I kept her supply.
Cause she said she wasn't gonna buy me no lip gloss. She was acting funny, so I was
like, didn't even ask me for it.
I don't remember.
I think that was like the second or third store we had been in, so her limit was like too thin. So we ain't getting nothing at every store.
I said, oh well, Don't worry about it. I got it.
That's probably
and my thing is, no, I was not a perfect kid. I had a really smart mouth, apparently.
HAD had.
We're talking about when I was a kid. We're not talking about right now.
But it never left. It stays.
And then lastly, like, my family likes to talk crap about me. Like, I was talking to my cousin the other day, and she was like, "Oh yeah, because you was the one that always called your mama, like, cause you wouldn't get no whooping." Listen. We're gonna talk about this one time only. Do not be mad at me because I had a speed dial button, baby. Listen, let me tell you. I'll explain it for you. Let's go ahead. Let me talk about this one time and one time only. We ain't gonna talk about this no more. Nobody care. Okay? Yes, I was spoiled. Yes. Is that my problem? No, it is not. Did I ask to be here? No, I did not. She was the one being nasty, Mr. Nasty Time. That was not my problem. Okay, no, don't tell us anything. This is the thing. My daddy told me one day, if you are ever anywhere and you feel uncomfortable and you want me to come pick you up, call me. He should have never told me that. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that.
He should have put restrictions.
No, well, he didn't.
It was 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning.
Problem.
At a pajama party.
Problem.
And she called.
Sure did.
This is her.
Sure
Daddy,
did. Sure
I
did.
don't feel good.
Sure did.
What did she say? I'm ready to come home.
Sure did.
They're being mean to me.
Sure
I
did.
said, we not about to go get this girl. It's
Sure
1 o'clock
did.
in the morning.
Problem.
He said, Bumpy, either you coming or you can stay here, but I'm on my way. I said,
are you mad? Or, case in point, this happened. I'll give you 2 stories and we're gonna end with this. Mama side of the family. My grandma be like, ooh, everybody go outside, pick their switches. First of all, I was a good kid. I barely got in trouble at home. So I didn't get whoopings. I think I shouldn't have. I'm great. I remember one whooping and it wasn't a whooping. It was child abuse.
Cut.
It was child abuse. Case in point, I'm sticking to the story. Mom, this is my video. Mom.
She was on the phone.
No, Mom, that's not even the time. That's the time you popped me in the mouth. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about child abuse. That wasn't when you got child, when I had the ice pack. When I had the ice pack, okay?
I don't remember this.
Well, I do. I remember it clearly. And my father didn't even help me.
Has the statute of limitation left?
Like, I was sitting there and I did not ball my fist up. She was trying to tell me to do something. First of all, she always think everything is dirty. Like, she could see one grain of salt on an all white floor. Swear to God. Swear to God. If it was one piece of salt on here, she'd be like, oh, that's so dusty. And then she'll go wipe it off. So I had already. Exactly. So I had already cleaned up my room. And then she come up there, oh, your room ain't clean. Your room not even clean. Well, I'm lying. I'm sorry. My mom was not like that. She said, Latrice. Because they called me Latrice, your room is not clean. I need you to get the stuff from under the bed. And I'm like, Mom.
She will put everything under the bed as if.
Who's under there? Who was that? Who?
And then when it was time to do laundry,
Mom,
it'd be like 2 and 3.
It doesn't matter. The only way you can see what's under there is when you go like this.
Of course.
Stay from under the bed, Mom.
Anybody can see under your bed.
Stay from under the bed. Stay from under. It doesn't matter. I had enough space for myself. You had under your bed. Anywho, so she was like, oh, clean it up. She was like, Cynthia, clean it up. And I'm not going to say it again. You're not going over until you clean up the room. So I'm like, Mom, I already cleaned it up. I guess I did get smart, whatever. So she turns around, was like, what you say? And then I repeated whatever I said. But she claims this didn't happen. My palms was itching. I just went like this. And she like, oh, you want to fight?
She was like, trying to.
I didn't, Mom.
I said,
my palms were itching, bro.
No, you should have said, Mom, my palms is itching.
I said that.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that. All I saw was, and her face was all.
Oh my God. That is not what happened. She said, you trying to, and then you moving stuff like, and so I'm like, so it scared me, and I was like, Daddy, so I think you had like threw me somewhere. So then So then, I do. You remember child abuse? Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And so then I was like, Dad. And then my dad came upstairs seeing. And you looked at my daddy and was like, you go downstairs. Because I told you about getting her and check her smart ass mouth. And then my daddy looked at me and was like, I told you about talking to your mama like that. And he left me. And all I remember, because I think I was unconscious or something.
No.
I just remember having an ice pack. Like, you child abused me.
No, let's just say this. Cynthia milked that thing to the core. It was raw. She milked it. She gonna...
I'm having flashbacks.
Child abused me. She walking around, she didn't see it on TV how they put mixed vegetables on their stuff. She ain't had no bumps or bruises. She saw that shit from one of the shows.
I was so dramatic because she really did hit me like that. I was downstairs on the couch like this.
She said, they said at school.
Any of you on here have anything to do, like anything, really?
Really, Ty? That's what you doing?
If any of you watching this right now have any similar experiences to this, if you are somebody who is in my position, who has family members that try to beat you down with, their words, and you don't have, and well, apparently I got beat up when I went away to college too, so apparently I get my ass whooped all the time. It's like, if you are having, any problems like the ones that I'm having with like family that like beating on you and stuff like that, and a lot of people don't necessarily have like a mom. Your mom could possibly be the person that's doing it. It's a lot of people that their mom and their dads are doing it, and they may not necessarily have a husband. And like, mental health is real, and your mental health is very important. Stuff like this can break you, because my husband, when I was reading it, it's not that what she was saying was hurting my feelings. Like, I was like, oh my God, did I forget? Was I a whore? It was just that I couldn't believe that like my auntie would say this to me. Like, I think I would have took it better from a cousin. Not that I think, not that one of my cousins have ever talked to me like that, because I can honestly say they have not. But if one of my cousins would say that, I think I would take it better, because you learn confrontation with your cousins. You have your first fight, your first, disagreements with your brothers and sisters and with your cousins. Those are your first friends. So I think I would have took it more, but like, your aunties, and so that's what really hurt me. And I remember, like, I had started crying about it, because it really bothered me that somebody would say that to anybody, right? Whether it was fictional or not. And my husband looked at me, he said, you better dry that shit up. And both of them was like, you bet not cry. Like, you bet not. Please. She is not worth it. You bet not. And at first, because I'm a Cancer, so I'm all like, but you guys, you don't understand. My husband's like, I do understand. And you understand what it is. He's like, okay. Right. Like, forget that. So, and I'm going to say the same thing to you. If any of you are dealing with a situation like this, people only throw darts like that to try to break you, to put a damper on your light so you won't be shining and blocking their vision. That's it. Point blank, period. People say negative things to you to dim your light, to make themselves feel better. Everything that my auntie projected on me is things that she felt about herself. Everything that other people project on you are ways that they feel about their self. And do not make other people's insecurities your reality, because that's what they want to do. They want to, what my auntie tried to do, and what that thing that she in, whatever it is that she's going through, what it did, it tried to project her energy onto me. Because I know some religious people may want to argue about this. We ain't gonna do it in this video. Maybe next Mama Monday. But like, energy is not destroyed. It's only created and transferred. So what she wanted to do was give me all that negativity, all of the fact, like how she feels about herself, how she doesn't feel accomplished, all of the negativity that she feels within herself, she wanted to project onto me. It is not gonna work. Don't let it work, because the thing is, you are the one that is in control of your mind, and you write the blueprint to your life. And like we always like to say, the power of life and death lies in your tongue. And if you have the faith of a mustard seed, you can move a mountain. Why am I bringing that up? Because you may not know who you are, but your enemies do. You may not see yourself like you are, but the other people who don't want to see you
like
win
you told me, great people don't even know how great they are.
And what people like to do, like instead of them getting to a place where they feel that they can exalt themselves or like plugging with you, what they like to do is like basically get you to a place where you create their reality for them. And what I mean by that is, if you are constantly in a positive state and you see yourself one way, if the enemy can take negativity and different thoughts and put them in your head and make you speak it out, whether you saying that, you know, that's why after we do this video, we will never talk about this again ever, because I don't want to give it any more life. And what happens is, you know, somebody will say something to you and then you start to feel different things. And it's not even necessarily what comes out of your, babe, get out. The things that come out of your mouth is not what you say, because remember, out of the heart, the mouth speaks. So the energy that surrounds us and angels and everybody that we got working for us and moving in our favor, they don't pay attention to what comes out of our mouth, because we don't mean that. They paying attention to what's in our heart. And when somebody says stuff like that to you, like my auntie, oh, you were a hoe, and oh, then nobody like you, all of that stuff. If I internalize that and I begin to feel the way that it was intended to make me feel, then I have power. I have power. And the power of life and death is in my tongue and it's in my heart. So if I then begin to speak out the things that she said to me and I let them have dominion, I then create her reality, because I'm the only person who has the power to do it. I then create the reality that she wants to perceive in me. For whatever reason, my family wants to believe that I'm a whore. Unfortunately, I'm already married. So we can't create that reality if we want to, because I like my stuff, okay? My stuff is cute, okay? But like seriously, people sit there and they try to impart their negative thoughts inside of you. So you're dwelling on the things that they've said, and before you know it, you have become a creator of negativity right along with them, unbeknownst to you subconsciously, and you didn't even know. And you didn't even know. So that is my whole entire point for making this video. I want to show y'all, yes, somebody said this to me. Yes, these are the things that my family is say to me. Like I told you guys already before previously, people make videos all the time like, oh, my family says this, but I wanted you guys to actually see it. So whenever y'all come on here like, oh my God, Tin, I look up to you, thank you so much. But listen, we are fighting the same fight. We are fighting the same fight. I have the same type of problems that you guys have. I have the same type of insecurities to overcome as you guys do. And you guys are amazing to me. Like whenever you compliment me and I say, oh my God, I really appreciate that. Oh my God, I mean it from the bottom of my heart, because guess what? The compliments that y'all give me, I've never gotten from my family, ever, on either side.
And
ever.
On that note,
and it's cool.
I have a public service announcement.
I'm scared. I'm very afraid.
The people that are listening to this, that's going to view this, that are in my age group, in the 50s club,
I'm
close
scared.
to 60.
Help me, Jesus.
If you have experienced this,
okay.
If this could be currently happening to you, don't do it. Don't get a DOC number. They're not worth it.
No, it's not.
They're not worth it.
It's
because
really not.
The best thing that you can ever do to
I know what you're going to say. Say it. That's my favorite thing that you say.
What?
Hot cold.
Is kill them with kindness. It's like pouring hot coals on their dusty, ugly asses. And you, believe it or not, you get a lot of satisfaction. It don't feel like it in the midst, because your emotions are the first thing.
Especially depending on where you're from. Because the first thing you want to do is...
And it's when they messing with your child. This is my only daughter too, you know. And so the first thing, but then you got the other thing that I can help you with is remember the source. Who is it coming from? Is it coming from somebody? Like I would always tell my daughter, people are going to come to you to try to give you advice about relationships and marriage. I don't understand why people do this, but that's okay. That could be another show. But I always said, look at the fruits that they bear. Look at the source. If they stuff is messed up, why I'ma slap your ass for listening to him, and he don't even bring his ass home. He disrespect. Don't listen to people that don't bring or add value to your life. Meaning they stuff ain't together. Why are you even listening to them?
Yeah.
So we made this because in the beginning, I'm not gonna lie, this is not how I felt. But the more I talked about it now, the more I'm thinking about it, I'm so much better.
Because it's like,
for
what, 4 or 5 days later?
Yeah, it was Saturday.
Well, yeah, it was Saturday. Today, Monday.
And I never knew exactly what she said, but I knew she was saying some messed up stuff because that's what people do. But when you have to use this as a teachable moment for your growth, because we never too old to learn something new. So even with an adult daughter, this is a teachable moment for you to teach your daughter that, listen, you this age, I'm that age, and it still happens to me, just like it still happens to you. Here's the situation, but forget that. What is the solution? What do we do to protect ourselves or keep ourselves out of this ignorance? Because we have separated ourselves from this. That's why they keep any opportunity they get, they're gonna try to get everything they ever wanted to say out. Because
that's all this was.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't even addressed.
Yes.
It wasn't even.
Yes.
It was, and that's what it felt like. That's why. That's why when you and Ty was like stop, I was like, okay, because I literally had to go in my backyard. And I had to put on some music, and I literally had to meditate and force my mind not to revert back to familiar. Because, like, naturally, you want to be like, oh my God, it's so sad. They make me feel. But no, I do not have to go there. No. Why? Who is saying?
And this is the thing, too, people that's listening. The other service announcement. You probably don't even mess with them anyway. Why you letting it bother you?
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. I have not been around this woman. Like, I don't even count the last time I saw her because we was only together for a weekend. The last time I was around this woman consistently, I was 12 years old. It's so insane because the place that God is taking me in my life and in my career, mark my words, because I will not delete this. So let's double back and watch this 4 years from now, because the places that God is taking me, I am convinced that most of these people who are saying the type of things that they are saying to me and about me, they just can't come with me. And it is his way of weeding them out. And just imagine, Auntie, how idiotic you are going to feel a year from now when I'm at the place when I'm that much closer to the place that God is taking me. You know, I am not going to defend anything else. We will never have this conversation again. Like my dad always told me, every tree bears its own fruit. And I feel like my tree, my life speaks for itself. If you were to come around me and if you were to be around me, I'm the same Cynthia in person that I am online. My children are happy. They're in an excellent school. They're very smart. Both of my children speak a language that I do not speak or understand. I need to do better. Amen. And they are 5 and 6 years old. I have a beautiful home and a pretty nice damn car and and I have a great job. My mama cute. I'm cute.
I was waiting for you to say something about
my husband cute and his beer game popping. Yeah.
You know what? Another thing, a shout out to the dudes, because you know we don't be the beer game.
Yes, here you go, right here.
Yeah. The beer game is down. It's getting hot outside. Warm, I mean cold.
Hey, sure.
Okay.
Cause I'm about to eat. And I'm cute. Okay? And my kids is cute.
And we hungry.
And they smart and I'm hungry. Okay? And I'm sick of listening to this dumb stuff. Auntie, after I send you the link to this video, I'm blocking you again on Facebook. So hopefully you can get unblocked again in another 2 years. I just blocked your ass and unblocked you. I just unblocked your ass. And she ain't been unblocked for 6 months.
There it is.
And then here we go. So I love you guys so much. Remember, do not forget, BetterHelp is everything. It is amazing. And if you are a woman, on a serious note, if you are a woman like my auntie who you're struggling internally, and that's the reason why you disrespect your daughter. That's the reason why you disrespect your nieces, why you call other women bitches and hoes, and why your families are doing stuff like that. Get help. Even if you don't use better help. We say it all the time, tomorrow is not promised. We say it all the time, but it's not until somebody dies that we really like step foot into it and like, oh my God, da da da. And then it's too late to give them their flowers because they're already gone. Like, work on your relationships now. Like, work on your relationships now. Have you ever thought about the fact that your life is not progressing and you're not further than where you were when I was 12 years old because of the type of things that you do and because of the way that you run your life? Have you ever thought about the fact that your life has not progressed 1 second, 1 inch of anything? You don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. Have you ever thought about the fact that it is because of the contents of your heart? Everybody, get the contents of your heart together and everything else in your life will just fall directly into place. Okay?
I'm just trying to make my mama proud. I ain't trying to let my mama down. I'm just trying to make my mama proud.
I'm proud.
I ain't trying to let my mama down.
I'm proud.
Mama ain't ready no
So,
mama ain't